So you're thinking of moving to Portland, Oregon, but one of the main things holding you back are the seasonal wild giant rabbits we have here, and all the flying lions, and the grapefruit-sized bees. I'm just kidding, we don't have any of those, but a legitimate concern is what's it like to live through the winter here in Portland? Does it rain a lot? How much does it snow, if at all? Is it cold? Is it miserable? Or is it okay? In this video, we're gonna talk about what you can expect living in Portland through the winter months, and we'll also talk about what the real estate market is like this time of year. So if you're into that, stay with me. So this is it right here. The winter time in Portland is one of the reasons why Portland gets a bad rep. I believe that the winters in Portland are what cause a lot of people to not move to Portland. Is it as bad as it seems? Well, that is kind of subjective, so let's look at some facts. But first, if you're looking to make a move to the Portland area, whether it's in the near or distant future, I would absolutely love to help you make that a smooth move up here and help you buy the perfect home. You're gonna find my contact information right down below this video. So feel free to shoot me a call, text, email, or better yet, just snag a spot on my calendar and book a video call with me personally so we can have a conversation about your move to Portland and how we can get you into the ideal home. Looking forward to hearing from you and getting the conversation started. Now with that out of the way, the rest of this video should be a breeze. Now, winter, it's obviously the coldest and wettest time of the year. Rain is simply part of life in Portland in the winter months. Nearly 90% of the annual rainfall in Portland happens between mid-October and mid-April. And throughout the winter, the vast majority of precipitation occurs as rain, which I will go into more detail on shortly, but you should know that when it comes to snow accumulations are rarely more than a few inches. Though last winter, there was a day where we got almost a foot of snow. Overall, the winter season is characterized by mild temperatures, overcast skies, and bouts of rain. Whether you see a wet or dry spell during the winter time depends highly on the wind direction. Winds are primarily southerly during the many mild rainy spells, or easterly during the colder and drier spells. Very occasional outbreaks of colder Arctic air pouring in east of the Cascades will occasionally spill into Portland, bringing cold easterly winds, and that, my friend, is when the really hits the fan here. It's these cold easterly winds that lead to freezing rain and snow. And if you're watching this video having grown up in, I don't know, the Midwest or the Northeast, you're probably thinking, all right, so what if it snows a little bit? Well, it's not the snow that you should be worried about, it's the Portlanders. Portlanders really aren't used to the snow, so every time it does come around, it causes people to completely freak out or just completely hide. It is not like a normal everyday occurrence here, so expect the schools to shut down and many local businesses and restaurants, even if it's just a light dusting. But like I said, snow is a somewhat rare occurrence here in Portland, and even though it seems to happen roughly once a year, it's not a given. Most of the time, temperatures hang in the 40s and low 50s during the daylight hours, and then can fall into the 30s at night. So it's also worth mentioning freezing rain. And if you don't know what freezing rain is, it's essentially rain that freezes on contact with anything it touches. Tree branches, electrical lines, roads, sidewalks, it all just becomes encased with ice. But that is also about as rare as snow. When we're talking about your standard Portland rain, we typically see about 36-ish inches of rain throughout the whole year, which is actually considerably lower than many states such as Florida or Hawaii or Louisiana, Alabama. On a day-to-day level, this manifests itself into a light drizzle that you might find yourself in, but then it stops, or maybe a heavier overnight rain, or less frequently, a longer lasting persistent rain that lasts the whole day. With 150 to 160 rainy days throughout the year, you only need 1/10 of an inch to be logged as a rainy day. So the point is that sometimes you don't even notice that it was a rainy day because you gotta spread 36 inches across 160 days. Also, days tend to get dark pretty early in the winter, sometimes as early as 4:30 p.m. So you gotta be ready for that. Now, I don't want this video to just be a bummer because there are some really fun things to do here in the winter. For example, we're just about 1 hour from Mount Hood, which has 6 ski areas. So if you're a skier or snowboarder, you could be getting some turns in within an hour of your front steps. The mountain is great for all ages because it's got sledding areas, you could go inner tubing at certain areas, and you can find ski areas that range from beginner to expert. With the amount of rain we get in the winter time, it's also a great time to go for a waterfall hike. There are many waterfalls surrounding the Portland area, such as Multnomah Falls or Silver Falls State Park, which is an 8.7 mile trail with 10 waterfalls that you can see. It's pretty amazing. Within the city, there are so many fun things you can do while it's raining, such as going to an art museum, going to OMSI, the Oregon Science Museum, go on a food tour. The food here is incredible. Sit down and enjoy a great local coffee at one of the hundreds of coffee shops around town, or just get cozy under a blanket in the comfort of your own home. The Portland Farmers Market happens year-round, rain or shine. That place is awesome. It's one of the best farmers markets I've ever seen, so you don't need to worry about getting your seasonal fruits and veggies even in the dead of winter. It's a great time to buy real estate in Portland in the winter time because we typically see inventory going up, meaning more and more houses are staying on the market longer, and there's less competition because people, I guess, are cozy under their covers at home. So if you're serious about making the move here, but you're thinking of waiting until the spring or summer like most people, at least take into consideration that there might be much less resistance and much more opportunity for you to find the dream home you're looking for. It's a good time to just kind of take your time and look for the right house before all the other buyers come out of hibernation. But of course, if that's not in the cards, we'll be ready to help you win that house of your dreams, whether it's the winter, spring, summer, or fall. That said, if you want to see a super valuable video where I talk about a life hack that most buyers don't know about when it comes to buying a house right now, I'd recommend checking out this video right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you over there.